I've been using the Samsung A56 for over a month now, and here's the thing, mid-range phones are always tricky. They promise premium features but cut corners somewhere, and that ends up being annoying. But after testing this one every day, I can finally give you guys an honest review. Spoiler alert, the Samsung A56 might just be the best mid-range phone of the year. Of course it's not perfect, and I'll also be rating each category so you know exactly where it shines and where it falls short. For me, the first thing that actually stood out was the design and build quality. Samsung actually cooked. Usually with mid-range phones, the first compromise you feel is in the design. They either look cheap or the build doesn't hold up over time. But Samsung actually surprised me here. The A56 feels premium the moment you pick it up. We have brushed aluminum on the sides, a whole new floating camera module, and my unit came in this olive color that honestly, I didn't like it first, but it has grown on me for sure. The phone has a glass back, and I've been using it without a case since I don't have one yet. It's been over a month now and I don't see any scratches, thanks to the Gorilla Victus Plus glass on the back and front. Oh, I almost forgot, the A56 has an IP67 rating for water and dust resistance, which means it can be submerged in up to 1 meter of water for 30 minutes. Samsung really added a balanced mix of design and build quality here, and I'm all for it. For design and build quality, I would give it a 8 out of 10. It's really impressive. One of the biggest selling points of Samsung phones has always been the phone's display, and that's not always the case on mid-range phones. They always fall short. Luckily, that's not the case here. The A56 comes with a 6.7-inch Super AMOLED display that refreshes at 120 Hz with a peak brightness of 1900 nits. That's bright enough for comfortable outdoor use. Watching content and gaming on this screen has been great. Color accuracy is impressive with One UI 7. The animations just make the whole experience feel smooth. One thing I don't like though are the bezels. They are uneven, and if you look closely, there's a noticeable chin at the bottom. Samsung, please fix this, bro. Like, why can't the bezels just be even? Overall, the display is a 7 out of 10. Moving on to the performance. The problem here is Exynos chips have always had a bad reputation. People say they stutter, overheat, and just don't perform well. But Samsung's in-house Exynos 1580 CPU paired with the Xclipsy 540 GPU actually handled most of my daily tasks really well. My unit comes with 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. I ran Geekbench tests just to compare. On the CPU side, single core and multi-core scores were over half of what the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 gets in the S24 Ultra. On the GPU side, results were over 3/4 of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 in the S23 Ultra. From daily testing, I can confidently say that this phone is smooth most of the times. You might notice occasional stuttering here and there, but it's nothing major. Gaming at high settings was better than I expected. I played Car Parking Simulator, Clash Royale, and eFootball 26. The phone didn't overheat at all, it just got a little warm. I also tested video editing with 4K footage. Rendering speeds weren't flagship level, but honestly, it handled it pretty well. Even during long recording sessions, it stayed stable without overheating. So yeah, the Exynos chip might not be Snapdragon level, but it's well optimized here. And in terms of performance, I'll actually give this phone a 7 out of 10. Now, when it comes to cameras, mid-range phones normally struggle to compete with flagship devices, and that's true for the A56 as well. We have a triple camera setup on the back, 50 megapixel main camera, 12 megapixel ultra wide, and a 5 megapixel macro camera. In good lighting, this phone takes some really nice photos, sharp details, accurate color, and plenty of depth. Nightography mode also impressed me, but I'll let you guys be the judge. For video, we get 4K 30fps, which is solid, but I wish Samsung gave us 4K 60fps. But still, the video stabilization is good for everyday use, especially if you're making social media content. Here are some clips that I shot at the gym. Again, I'll let you guys be the judge in the comments. Low light video quality is decent thanks to the new 50 megapixel sensor letting in more light. On the front, we've got a 12 megapixel selfie camera that allows us to shoot up to 4K 30fps. Selfies come out really good, and the video quality is clear enough for calls or content, but it's not quite as strong as the rear camera. Overall, the cameras, I'll rate them a 7.5 out of 10. Now, when it comes to battery life, that's one of the best things about this phone. A lot of mid-range phones actually struggle with battery, but the A56 packs a massive 5000 mAh battery. I consistently got 10 to 11 hours of use, even with gaming, browsing. That's really impressive. Charging speeds got a big upgrade too. We now have 45 watt wide charging compared to 25 on the A56. It goes from 0 to 65% in just 30 minutes, which is a huge improvement. Battery life for me is a clear 9 out of 10, bro. That's a banger battery, bro, I can't lie. So after a month with the A56, here are my final thoughts. The design, display and battery are this phone's biggest strengths. Performance is reliable for everyday use and the cameras are good for the price. Just don't expect flagship level results. The downsides are small things like uneven bezels or not being able to shoot in 4K 60. I know it's just petty things because there's not that much things that are actually bad about this phone. For $500 or 8,000 Rand, I feel like this phone gives you amazing value in the mid-range market. It's insane. I would definitely recommend this, man. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you did, make sure to check out my other reviews on other smartphones as well. And yeah, hit the subscribe button. I'll catch you guys in the next one.